I'm working on it, guys. There we go. I think I fixed it. Did I fix it? If I just fixed it, I'm super happy. Heather Fulcher said, yay. Bree says, woohoo. And Hey, It's a Good Life said, we hear you. Yay. I fixed it, y'all. Just me, all by myself without any help. Dude, what is wrong with OBS lately? Last week, it was my camera that it wasn't recognizing. This week, it wasn't recognizing my mic. I had to go in there. It was set to default, which default should be the camera that... Never mind. Y'all don't even know. Like, we just rushed in the door, and I was like, we have to go live. We have all these groceries to put away. Grocery shopping on a Friday night. That's our idea of a date. I don't even know how to open my water, you guys. I'm dehydrated. I was so dehydrated going grocery shopping. I thought I was going to faint. I haven't even had a chance to drink the water that I bought at the grocery store. I don't usually buy bottled water, but I needed it. And then I didn't even drink it. Forgot I even bought it. Because it was in the back of the truck getting rained on. And on the drive home, the windshield wipers decided they didn't work anymore. Like, didn't even turn on. And we were driving home in the rain. And then we got home, and it was like chaos because we had to, bring in all the groceries. And is the volume low? Say this. Thank you for letting me know. I can probably... No, that's... Oops, I just muted it, but nope. Is the volume low for anybody else? Oh, say this, you're a genius. There we go. Now it's facing me. When I was messing with the cord to make sure it was plugged in, I turned the mic around facing the computer instead of me. Ryan's putting the goats away now. It was raining. They do not like when it wasn't raining when we left, and it wasn't supposed to rain until 9 o'clock tonight. Anyway, I feel like this high rush of anxiety just went through my body in the last half hour, and I'm like, now I can calm down and relax because I have my friends, and it's all good. Oh, I didn't get a chance to say hello to everybody, so I'm going to go in reverse. Hello, Sathis, my wonderful goat friend, the White Picket Fence, Carla W., the White Picket Fence, Sweet Pea Farm NY, good to see you, Little Creek Homestead, Sharon Karkarashvili. I'm not doing well tonight, so if I didn't say it right, I have said it right before, I know. You saying hi? Built on a Rock Homestead, Haywire Homestead. Don't interrupt while I'm saying hi to everyone. Sweet Iris Farm, Twin Cedar Farms, Horticulture Geek Page, Black Pack Homestead, Kristen Morell Ogden, Carla's Keep, Amen Homestead, Haywire Homestead, Caesar 23, Sweet Iris Farm, Small Farm in the Big City, W. Bentley, Broussard Homestead, Allie Oakley. So good to see you, my friend. Twin Cedar Farms, Two Wild Onion Homestead. Allie, I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. Patty and Art. Hey, It's a Good Life. Catherine Ward. Hideaway Homestead. First Fruits Homestead. Hey, It's a Good Life. Little Creek Homestead in the Highlands. Just Bee Farm. Did I get everybody? Silhouette Park Farm. Catherine Ward. Heather Folger. Twin Cedar Farms. A Table Full in the Woods. Catherine Ward. Debbie Jackson. Big Wave Florida. Did I get everybody? Heirloom Permaculture. I think I got everybody. Mimsy's Garden. Anna, hello. Bree S. I'm all the way up at the top, I think, now. Yes? Did I get everybody? If I missed you, I'm so sorry. If you came in earlier and I didn't say hello, then hello. Rowan, everybody, do you see that? What does that say?
Which one? Oh, it says hi, Rowan.
You just mussed up your hair. Look at yourself in the camera. You just made it all standing up like, there we go. Hello, my permaculture garden. Good to see you. Did I get everybody? Blue Hill Homestead. Hi, Rose. You're awesome for figuring that out on your own. I would have been clueless. Well, the only reason why is because Dalton had just tinkered with the settings in OBS because of the camera malfunction last week. And so I kind of knew where the default settings for mic and camera were because I just watched him do it last week. So I was luckily able to figure that out on my own. He's such a good boy, patiently waiting. Yes, dear. What did you need?
I want chips.
You can have a couple of chips with your pizza. Don't eat a whole bunch.
It's the blue corn chips.
The blue corn chips? You gonna have salsa with that? Hello, Juanita Haley. Everybody's still saying hello to you, Rowan. Hello, Ken Lachlan from the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks. Hey, Roots and Refuge, Jess and Maya, good to see you. Glad you could join us tonight. Isis Mommy 1019, hello, the Red Shed. Whew, y'all. I feel like I'm out of breath from trying to get caught up in here and say hello to everybody, especially after my fiasco coming in the door to the house and having groceries to put away. Remind me not to do groceries on a Friday night, because then it's like a rush to get started for our show. Ratliff Tiny Acre Homesteads, greeting from Greenback, Tennessee. Paige, their project is doing really good. The soil was super dry this morning. We really had wet soil yesterday, so I was surprised how dry it was this morning, but I gave it a good soaking, so hopefully it'll be okay and everything will germinate nicely. I'm actually home without guests on a Friday night. It's a live show miracle. Yay! You do have a busy social life. That is such a wonderful thing. My social life is the grocery store. Amen Homestead. The subscription problem on YouTube was purely YouTube. YouTube has just been doing it to a lot of people, is what I'm finding out. So for you guys that don't know, I do this thing regularly where I go into my back office, on YouTube, and I check all of my newest, most recent subscribers, and I scroll through them, and it shows me if they have subscribers. Like, it'll say, 0. Most of them say 0 or like 2, just because their mom liked their YouTube channel. Or it'll say 10, 20, 100, 200, 2,000 if they're a channel. So I make a point to go through that like pretty frequently and go check out the channel and subscribe to them. If they've taken the time to come to my channel and subscribe to my channel, I want to do the same. I'm not like a sub for sub, but it's like just kind of a community building thing. But I also, when I'm done doing that and like scrolling through to where I'm like, okay, I've already done these. And next to the number, it says subscribe or subscribed. So I know if I've already subscribed to them without clicking on it. Well, then I switch it to most popular, and it puts the biggest channels at the top, which actually, Jess and Maya, you guys have beat out quite a few people, and you guys are at the top now on that list, which was kind of cool to see since your new progress in YouTube. And I scroll through just to kind of see how the channels are doing, like where they're at. And like, it's kind of cool because, people will change positions and stuff. And I was like, and I was subscribed to all of them. On when I look at the list that way, it's like subscribed. Not this time. There were like 30 to 50 people I was unsubscribed to, including channels I watch regularly, like Pratt Family Homestead and Alderman Farms. I didn't even realize. I had just said to somebody recently, yeah, nobody's going live anymore. I haven't seen a live notification for Pratt Family or Alderman Farms, and it was like, it didn't even dawn on me to go and look. I just assumed they hadn't gone live. Like, really weird. So, I'm glad I got that figured out. And I haven't even finished going through to make sure. But if I was subscribed to you and I am no longer, let me know. And what the other weird thing is that other people were saying that I didn't show up on their subscribed list, and I was subscribed. I'd go to their channel and it would say I was subscribed. And I was just like, that's weird. That doesn't even make sense. Like, it says I'm subscribed to them, but when they look at it on their back office, it doesn't show it. So if you have channels that you really like and you haven't seen anything from them in a while, go find them, because there's a good chance that YouTube kicked you off. Oh, Cheryl from Homestead in the Highlands, I just read your comment. I just scrolled up to see what I had missed. I will be praying for your mom. Everybody that's open to praying and willing to, please pray for Cheryl's mom. She's in the hospital with a bleed on the brain. Oh, I'm praying, hon. Ryan's mom just had that happen a couple of months ago, and it was scary. So I'm praying. And for those of you that don't pray, please send well wishes and kind thoughts. Hello, Wholesome Roots and fellow Earthlings. Hello, Howie from Food Forest Permaculture. Good to see you. Oh, sorry if for those of you that, you know, didn't want to hear all the boring talk about the unsubscribes. Yeah, it's been hitting a lot of channels, and I just don't know why YouTube would purge us like that. Like Farmer G says, chalk it all up to the purge. Well, you know, it's like, why? If it's a channel I normally watch. Broussard, Homestead, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, so hello. I'm trying to make sure I did say hi to everybody. Amen, Homestead, I said hi to you. Jane A. Golden Pyrenees, I just saw you as I was scrolling very quickly. Sorry. So good to see you. Two Family Homestead is here. Diana at Justice Acres, so good to see you. Black Pack Homestead, did we say hi? Vina Trollslayer, hey, how are you? Did you see those wonderful quail we harvested last week? Oh, they were so delicious. We just did a herb roasted quail, and it was so good. I didn't get an after picture, which was silly. Haywire Homestead asks, how do you look to see if somebody is subscribed to you? Well, if they have their subscriptions turned on so that people can view it, they'll be in your list. You go to community or channel. One of those two in the creator studio, and underneath either community or channel, it says subscribers. It's the same place where comments are. It's like right underneath comments, you can click on subscribers, and it'll show you the whole list. It shows you from most recent at first. Sorry if I'm missing any comments as they run by. Sammy Autumn is doing good. Do you hear her? She's banging her bowl around because she wants dinner. Ryan had to get some more grain when he was out there, so she's looking for her grain bowl. She's like, this is not the bowl I wanted. Oh, Carla W, thank you. Take care of both those kids, regular and go. Oh, I do my best. They're my whole world. Sorry. I'm trying to scroll back up to the comments I missed because I saw a lot of people had tagged my name. Twin Cedar Farms said, it's bad for the creators and watchers. It's annoying, and praying for you, Homestead in the Highlands. Hi, Rose, new subby from Roots of Refuge. Thank you, Rachel Colley. I'm glad you could join us. Two Wild Onions Homestead is here. So how is everybody tonight? After my crazy intro. Alpacas for Maya. Hey, wrong show. You know, Ryan had already agreed to get me alpacas. Like, I was supposed to get 2 for Christmas, but we didn't have a shelter built, so we decided to wait. Today, he tried to tell me no. And I was like, because we were at Tractor Supply, and they had these dome shelters, and one of them was in the clearance rack. And I was like, Ryan, it's clearance. That could be the perfect alpaca shelter. And he's like, we're not getting an alpaca. And I was like, you already said yes. There's no going back, buddy. I'm getting my alpacas, and I'm getting my, what are the other 2 things I want this year? Emu and peacocks. Although they're both hard to find at a decent price, so we'll see. So how is everybody? I'm trying to scroll back through while you guys are all chatting with each other. The bees, I think, the packages will be ready in April, if I'm not mistaken. I have 2 different sources I'm contemplating. One of them is a local friend who's gonna, you know, split off a nuke for me, or something like that. I think I said that right. And then the other option is the people that Ryan works for, the grandpa, the dad that retired and sold the greenhouse to his son-in-law. He's doing bees, and he's going to be picking up packages at the same time, pretty much. So he said he could pick us up a package if that didn't work out. So we'll see. It should be good. Oh, Silhouette Park. Whoa, where'd it go? Silhouette Park Farm. More chips for the kids fund. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate every super chat we get. It makes a big difference. At the end of the month, when YouTube adds it all up, it's like, I feel so blessed for every single little contribution you guys make. I will probably be building a cold frame this weekend, since Maya built one for Jess at Roots and Refuge. Oh, I didn't get to see that yet. Yeah, we're doing a cold frame. We have glass doors that we're going to use for the top, and then just do straw bales around. It's a very simple setup. I'm not sure what they did. I haven't watched their video today. We've been running all afternoon. Alpacas will be here this summer. 2 wild onions. That is so cool. Oh, this is so great. Reading through the comments. Hey, Citystead, good to see you. Glad you could join us tonight. So what is the weather doing where you guys are at? I'm trying to scroll through. This is hard. Where's Ryan? Does your incubator hatch emus? I think so. I'd have to ask Robert at Daybird Aviaries, but I think if we just take the egg turner out and roll them by hand, it would work. Hey, 1870s Homestead. Good to see you. I have peacock rows. I'll bring you eggs when they start laying. I want emus because Jake at the White House has the cutest but resisting. Yeah, I've wanted emus for years, and peacocks. They've both been in my to-do wish list for about 4 years now. I'm just scrolling through comments here. It's so good to see you guys all chatting with each other. Emu. Huh. It's not pronounced emu? It's emu? That's interesting, Silhouette Park Farm. Is that just in Australia that it's pronounced that way, or am I always pronounced it wrong? Hey, Mama Grows! I didn't see you come in. How are you? I love any emus.
Hi.
There he is.
Yeah, I'll be up and down.
Did the pizza ding yet?
Yours is the only pizza done. And the other one is almost done. And then the kids' pizza is just now going in. So
I say emu. Okay.
hi. I was hoping to shower and stuff first, but okay.
We would be really late then. Ryan takes longer to shower and get ready than I do, that's for sure. So emu is an Australian bird, so they would know. Okay. Do you think some Bosie would help Autumn? Oh, she's had plenty of selenium now. We're actually not even dosing selenium anymore. She's getting E still, but not selenium. She doesn't need it anymore. Yeah, no, at this point, it's just the muscles regaining their strength. So she's getting stronger and stronger. Ryan, you're here. Now you can talk.
I'm just kind of walking into all this. We got back from the store. I had to go do a bunch of animal stuff, and I didn't realize what time it was. I walked in the house thinking I had time to eat dinner and stuff, and she was live. I was like, oh.
No, not neurological. It's just muscle atrophy from being unable to use her. Selenium deficiency causes white muscle disease, which causes the muscles to get weak and they can't be used properly. So once you correct the selenium deficiency, then you have to work with the muscles through physical therapy and get them fixed again, which we're working on. But sure, her progress is definitely questionable as far as like how long it's going to take. Autumn is making progress, which is amazing. Some progress is all you need. Baby steps, and she will be frolicking around in no time. Sweet Pea Farm, New York, actually had a lamb that went through the same thing. I don't think it took as long to recover from, but her condition was definitely severe. So, oh, we're doing our best. And, you know, anybody else would have given up on her a long time ago and not even gone this far. So we're just glad to. You hit 5,000 two-family homestead. Congratulations! That is awesome. Yes, Deb, he magically appeared.
I have a habit of magically doing things.
He does. He pointed the remote that was in the package still, like, at the light, the street light, and it turned off. And he went like this, and he turned it off.
It was weird. I was just pretending, and
that's
really turned off.
And that's not the first time he's turned off street lights intentionally. Pretty magical.
It wasn't street lights before, was it?
In front of our house, at the old house.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. I remember your friend's car. I did something with that.
Yeah.
You just have to believe. Sometimes it's all it takes.
I love Autumn too. She's so special. When signs, so Faithful Fields Homestead, we have a preggo goat. Can you tell me the signs when she is ready to kid? She is huge. So really, most of the signs leading up to it are vague and are not going to give you much of a clue. It's those last minute signs that you really want to watch for, and those last minute signs are going to be that the ligaments are completely gone on her tail end. If you haven't ever checked that, I'm sure you have. You had it in a video with Fancy too, I remember. So I how to tell people what video it's in. We should just do a video on just that, even if it's like a 3-minute video, just to a video so that it's easier to find. Ryan is Dumbledore. Yes, Chris Root. I didn't even see you come in.
I heard.
And
Deb,
Johanna Finley, hello.
I heard Deb grabbing a snack, and I'm really hungry, so yeah, I did show up for that. I thought there would be snacks.
Oh, you have a bear? Kiri, you have a bear? Oh, goodness. Twin Cedar Farms hit 100 last night. Congratulations. I'm loving all these milestones. Man, that first 100, that was so hard to get those first 100. You know, these days, people's get started on a YouTube channel and they shoot right up to 100 pretty fast because there's so many communities that help support other YouTube homesteaders now. When I first started, it was like, I think I sat at 33 forever. Like, it was like, I was like, why is this the magic number? This is not okay. Like, it was very slow going. Thank you, Kara's Keep. I do love trying to heal her. If it's possible, it will happen. If it's not possible, I don't know what will happen. What was the good news about Autumn? Nothing. We were just chatting about her. Just trying to get her stronger and stronger. So, where'd it go?
What?
I just saw a question and I hit the button and it flipped away.
93 people.
Hey, that's pretty good, guys. Any tips on getting pawpaw seeds to sprout here in Georgia? Very easy. You just plant them about 3 inches deep and you just keep them watered and well hydrated and they just sprout. Make sure if you're doing it in a pot, make sure you do it in a deep root pot because they do send down a tap root really deep first. And it will be very hard to transplant if you don't have a deep pot. And then just be really careful during transplant. They don't like to be transplanted that much. So if you can plant it right in the ground, you can do it right in the ground this time of year. It's fine. If you've had it in the refrigerator, the thing about pawpaw is the seeds have to stay wet. So as soon as they come out of the fruit, you have to put them into a damp medium and put them in your fridge. They have to stay cold through the winter. And they have to have cold stratification and they have to have moisture and be a fresh seed or they won't germinate. So if it's dried out, it's too late. Although I got a pack of seeds from somebody who was like, oh, I have pawpaw seed, I'll send you some. And when I got them, they were dry. They weren't in a wet paper towel or anything. So I planted them anyway and some of them did come up. So it is possible. Little Creek, maybe. Oh, the quail are doing great. We harvested the males last week, and it was so delicious. Oh, it was so good. Yes, Sweet Pea Farm says when selenium deficiency is so intense that they are down for a while, their muscle memory is shot and strength is 0. Rose is doing physical therapy with her to rebuild all that. Thank you, sweet girl. We're kind of stalled, hovering at 7:30. And I had a lot of those points even as I got bigger. My big one was, I think it was 3,000 or 4,000. I stayed at that number like it didn't move. And I thought I'm never going to get to 5,000. Not ever. So it's you just keep working at it. You keep putting out those videos and you keep trying and you can grow. I mean, some people grow fast and some people grow gradually. It's just how it is on YouTube. Rose, thanks for all your info on goats. Oh, you're welcome, Todd. Oh, yes, Permaculture Garden says, I just hit your like. Everybody go hit that like. Ryan, you're going to have to make the whole yard a garden soon. Says Paige. I'm glad I'm not the only one struggling to get and keep subs. Oh, yeah, it's a struggle even for me. You know, I mean, I know a lot of you have smaller channels. And so it seems like it's probably not that much of a struggle, but as you grow more, it becomes even more of a like, why am I not growing type feeling for some reason. It doesn't get any easier. Until you get that viral video, and then you can grow super fast. Have you done the snap your fingers challenge? I don't know what that is. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. Hey Rachel, good to see you. We bought a pawpaw tree from the death row. It looks like it's gonna live. Oh, wonderful. I have a pawpaw tree. I have 2 pawpaw trees that I planted when we moved here, and they're surviving, but they're not thriving. And I am so desperate that I want to try to dig them up and move them, but I know that they hate that, and it would probably kill them. So I'm like, just leave them there, Rose. How do you grow pawpaw from a twig? From a cutting, I've never grown pawpaw from a cutting, but I would assume that it would be similar to other fruit trees. What was that little dance all about?
It's the pizza dance.
Okay. Okay.
I get excited for pizza.
Can you soak the pawpaw seeds in warm water before planting? I've never done that. I don't know that it would help any or if it would hurt any. Considering they like cold stratification, I would be hesitant to do it in warm water. can selenium be naturally in the soil? I can't find it available here, and nobody has heard of it as a problem. Yes. Most of the United States is selenium deficient, so you could have good selenium in your soil. We have charts that we can look at here in the U.S. that shows if you're selenium deficient, so I'm not sure if you have the similar type of thing. Like we have the soil resource conservation. What is it? Regional Soil and Water Conservation that maps all of our soils. So you might look into something like that in your area in Scotland. Rose, are pawpaws similar to mangoes? I'm allergic, so I need to know for sure. I
don't know.
I don't know if they're related or not. I'm not sure. You would have to look up the family and see. I wonder if it would make a little wheelchair. We have a wheelchair. We have a whole video on it. J&A Golden Pyrenees, you were gone for a little while.
Yeah, they were gone.
Yeah, you were gone for that. I will forgive you. Just kidding. I'd forgive you anyway. That's why we've kind of slowed down on how many videos we put out a week, is because we were finding people weren't watching them when we did them daily. We're actually getting better views when we put out less than daily. So sometimes I feel like filming every day and I go ahead and do it, but most of the U.S. soil is selenium deficient, so we give mineral supplements. Yeah, so they get it in their loose minerals, and they get it, I mean, a lot of feeds even add it, because it's so deficient for all livestock. They need some of it. Cinnamon Queen Chicken, pros and cons. Friends just ordered 10.
I've never heard of that.
Anybody familiar with that can help out Shade Tree? I had not had those before.
Heirloom Permaculture says they're good egg layers.
Oh, good. Cinnamon Queens are good egg layers.
I've never heard of them.
They're probably one of the hybrid layers, I bet.
I wonder if they're going to be over at that poultry
We are not going to the poultry show. Unless they have emu and peacock.
Well, I mean, just a look. Maybe.
There's a poultry show like 5 minutes up the road.
It's a good rain day activity.
Yeah, but the biosecurity. Whew. I mean, we'd have to wear booties.
Go to the hardware store and get those little slip-on sock thingies that go over your shoes. Is that what you're talking about?
The what? No, they're like plastic things that go over the shoes.
Yeah.
Like you had at the dairy, at the sheep farm. They had them at the door. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They had Crocs that you could put on to go in the creamery.
Maybe that's what it was. I'm sorry, I've been missing comments here. Oh! Carla W., I watch all your videos. Oh, I love you. Thank you for that. You're so kind. I always give selenium at birth. Yep, I give selenium at birth. I give selenium to the mom once a month. And you can still have selenium deficiency. So, with Autumn's case, I think she had deficiency of everything because she was in a separate placenta, and the other ones got all the nutrients and she got none. So I think that's really the core of her issue, is it wasn't just a selenium deficiency, it was an everything deficiency, and she just got way less than the other goats. So she kind of came out like premature in a way. If you think of it like a premature baby needs extra super duper care and extra vitamins and everything, that's how she was. So it's one of those things that happen on big farms. She would have just been put to sleep early on, and you know, I guess I'll never be a big farmer because I could never do that unless it was a very obvious painful thing. She's not in pain though, and I've had Reiki energy workers connect with her, several different ones, and they've all said that she's happy, she's not in pain, and she loves me to death. And I'm just like, then I'm here for her, like, and I see that in her eyes. I see it in her, the way she looks at me. And it's not just when she's hungry for a bottle. So she's down to just one bottle a day. I mean, she's just a little bit spoiled, so I still give her that one bottle for the extra vitamins because she probably needs it, you know. So, and the vitamin E could have been part of the issue to begin with, because I was doing the selenium and vitamin E paste, and it has vitamin E in it, but then through some further research quite a bit later on, it was pointed out to me that higher doses of vitamin E are better, and so I'm doing daily vitamin E now. So Rose, I need to stop staring at my seed starting trays. It's like Christmas to go in and see a new sprout. Oh, I love it. I am so happy to hear that. It's so much fun. I am envious of everyone who is starting seeds. Here in Nevada, we just started getting snow this month. Frost date early June. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, pawpaw and papaya are different. The fruit that you call pawpaw. Right. Big Wave, Florida. A lot of people call papaya pawpaw, but it's not the same. The pawpaw that we're talking about is a native to the United States fruit. It's much smaller than a papaya, and it's very different than papaya. The flavor's different, texture's different, seeding, the shape, the plant, it's all different. The plant itself is very unnoticeable. Oh, Sammy, that was okay. I guess I can't unblock it. Sorry, Heirloom Permaculture, that your message was blocked. Sammy's a young girl, so she probably didn't realize that red sex link hens is actually the name of the hens. So she was probably alarmed by seeing the word sex in your comment. Sorry about that, Sammy. If you see sex link when people are talking about chickens, it's actually a type of chicken that you can tell what the sex is when it hatches. It's really cool. You should look into it. Be careful looking into it. Look in a book, not on Google. Oh. Sorry, I'm missing some stuff. Chris, thank you for talking. I keep glancing and seeing that conversation with someone, and I appreciate you helping them through those Hashimoto's questions and thyroid questions. I keep missing the questions, so I don't even see who it was. So thank you. And for the person who was asking questions, feel free to email me or private message me anytime about Hashimoto's or thyroid. I'm open to talking about it. Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry. Okay. I thought maybe it was an innocent young lady in a chicken book. Yes. Some areas are worse than others. The last place we lived must have had plenty because I never had a problem there. And the stock that you have, the animals can be more prone to a selenium deficiency than others. So it's, and Mom's not showing any signs of selenium deficiency. The boys weren't showing any signs of selenium deficiency. So I have no reason to believe that it was a genetic type thing. It's just a fluke. She just had a fluke birthing situation, and now this is where she is. How many goats have you had at one time? I think we were up to 30 at one point. I try to keep between 20 and 30 as my, depending on how many kids there are on the ground. But I have several yearling does out there that have either kidded and not impressed me that much. Kind of like time. It's like, it's hard because the first freshening is not a good evaluation of how much milk they're actually going to produce. Hey, Althea Nichols, good to see you. So it's better if you wait till they kid again and then base your judgment on how good of a milker they're going to be. But then again, it's like you have to wait a whole other year before you decide if this goat is a good one to keep in your breeding program or not. So it's a very long process to breed for the best, to get the best out of your herd and to develop a herd that you really want. Whether you're looking for milk attributes or meat attributes or shogo attributes, all of those are going to be different things to look for. Oh, I never had that many in milk at once. We stagger our milk pretty well so that we don't have to have too much milk. Usually during the spring, spring and summer, we end up with too much milk anyway, because that's when most of them kid, because Nubians are seasonal breeders, which means that they typically go into gestation in the fall and breed in the fall and then have spring kids. But my herd is just crazy. Some of them go into heat at different times, and so it's hard to keep them all in this. And I don't really want them all giving birth at the exact same time. It's nice to have the milk spread out so that our family can enjoy it, so everybody gets to run through the cycle. And a lot of our goats are too young to breed, or things like that. As we're raising yearlings, you have to wait till they're a year old, and then once they hit the year old, you're like, oh, it's not fall yet, I don't want to, it's not the right time of year to breed you. So then you're really waiting like a year and a half before you breed them. Anyway, I hope that answered the question. What made you decide to get into goats? Sunshine Farms, hello, I didn't see you in here. Hello, Green Dream Project, I see you right underneath that question too. I had goats growing up. We had Nubians on the homestead. I grew up homesteading, and I always wanted Nubians. Like, I loved having them as a kid. And, I was married for 10 years before Ryan and I found our true love. And that husband had nothing to desire about goats. There was like, no way, So, I had to find the right man. So I always wanted. At what age do you start to get them used to milking stand? Usually I wait till they're bred, and then I start doing it. Some people start doing it right away, but I usually wait till they're bred. And once they're bred, I put them up on the milk stand for the last 2 months even the ones that are already trained to the milk stand. For the last 2 months, I put them up on the milk stand anyway, because that's when I grain them. Because the last 2 months of the pregnancy, that baby inside of them, or babies, is growing very fast, and they need the extra grain or their body will be depleted, and they can get calcium deficiency, which can put them into hypocalcemia when they're kidding. And that's just a whole nother mess I don't want to deal with. So,
I saw that comment.
What? Oh, hi, Grateful Sunites.
Somebody, they said I was sneaking off to have bites of pizza, and then there's pizza sauce in my beard and mustache. And I actually, I believed it. I looked to see, and I'm like, no, there's not.
If you had to choose between a herd sire or planting in an orchard, what would you choose?
Orchard.
The Hunger Goats farm, I would say orchard. I would say, because next year you can get a herd sire, or you can rent one. I will always choose to plant fruit trees as early as you possibly can, and that the same goes for the asparagus. Get that planted right away with your fruit trees. Have that at the top of your list when you start your homestead, because those things take 5 years to mature and produce food. So I think it's really important to do that.
Oh, I can't wait for asparagus.
It's going to be amazing. I'm worried they're going to be too wet and get root rot. With all this rain we've had. A good herd sire is worth the extra money for the extra good one, because that herd sire is going to produce all your offspring. Excuse me. So you want the best quality herd sire, and you want to drop a good dollar bill on that herd sire. I would spend more money on a herd sire than I would on any doe I ever bought. Yep. Ryan rolls his eyes at that, but that's because he doesn't want any more bucks. I want to trade in my bucks for a new one.
I know somebody out there would take Eugene.
They're closing next week. You heard them. our friends are hopefully taking Eugene. We just ran into him at the Tractor Supply store, and he said that they're expecting to close next week as long as nothing happens. I know you didn't. Never mind. I'm going into somebody else's. Start ours as babies. Yeah, a lot of people do start theirs as babies. Like I said, Ryan has pizza sauce on his beard and mustache. Chris.
I had to go take the kids' pizza out of the oven.
Ryan keeps giving you the pizza's getting cold.
The pizza's getting cold.
Did I miss? All right, we got 96 people in here. Ordering fruit trees this weekend. Yay! The asparagus I planted last year got root rot. Do you use it to excessive rain? Don't say that. Mine have been in the ground for 3 years. They better not. Are there things that you forage from your property, Rose? Oh, Grateful Sundays. We forage all kinds of food. Did you see any of our videos through the summer? We did Forage Fridays. We forage a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. When the haulers were here, our salad was chickweed. We had a wonderful chickweed salad. Munchie ate half of it by himself. It was great. We love to forage. If you ever have any questions on what is forageable, send me a pic. I'm really good at IDing foraged food. I grew up foraging for food, so it's something I've always done. My family was, my mom and 5 kids, and she was a single mom, and we had to forage for food. So, and I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. The nutrition that you get in the forage food is really awesome.
I love foraging for mushrooms.
Darlene Powell, I'm sorry, the volume should be normal on your end. Maybe check your settings.
Paige says she's coming for Eugene. Hey, if you get here first, I'm down with that.
Kathleen, where do you live that your apple tree is blooming?
Oh boy.
Is it from a hot spell? We baby our does, but spend the money on the sires. Exactly. Take a bite in the process. You're gonna go get the kids.
Of course I took a bite in the process. Who wouldn't?
Oh, that's funny. Ryan is just saving it for later.
Soon. See, the oven's off, but I left it open, and I put her pizza back in so it would stay warm. Hopefully.
Angela has brownies and coffee ready. Have a great evening. Okay. I don't know if I could resist some brownies and coffee. Sorry you're leaving. You can eat your brownies and coffee and watch. How do you get rid of fungus gnats and seedlings? Amber, the best thing to do is to prevent it. Use seed starting soil. If you use seed starting soil, it's already been heat treated to prevent fungus gnats from being in the soil. And then sprinkle it with the cinnamon and you shouldn't have any issues. I found turkey tail mushrooms on our new homestead property. What do you know about it? It's mainly medicinal, not so much nutritional in food. But they are very good medicinal. You can make a tincture from them, or you can make a tea to use them medicinally. Ryan, what is your favorite mushroom to forage for?
My favorite one.
I know what you're going to say.
Do you?
I do.
Chicken of the woods.
That's not your favorite.
That's got to be my favorite one to eat, but I've only found it once. But I like foraging for oysters because I know my little spots. But Old Man of the Forest.
Old Man of the Woods.
Or the Woods.
You're just saying all of the ones except for the one.
All of the ones. Yeah. Old man of the woods.
I have mine cranked up and can hardly hear you, Rose. Everybody else seems to be good. Oh, I'll help you forage for mushrooms. It's so yummy. So yummy.
I'm especially quiet because my voice is like honey.
Oh,
I can't help it.
Yeah. He's a stinker, y'all.
I'm a little further away from the mic.
Cardboard. Little Creek Homestead. Just lay down lots of cardboard and paper. So, are you going to tell the real answer? What's your favorite one to forage?
I'm not so sure that... Did I not say chanterelle? I didn't say chanterelle, did I?
Chanterelles are so much fun for us because we have the sweet spot at our at our friend's property. There are 3,003,300,000,000,000 gazillion. And that's not even an exaggeration.
Go check out the old videos.
Chanterelles all over the place. So it's so, like, we fill a harvest basket every time we go out there during the season.
Rowan wants more pizza.
Rowan always wants more pizza. That boy eats a lot of pizza.
I don't know who he takes after. Yes, son, I will be right there.
You gotta put something down on the cardboard to hold it down, or soak it down with water. Kiri. Yeah, well, we got a late start here tonight, so we haven't even been here an hour yet. You're more than welcome. Ryan just wants to sneak another piece. He so does. Morels are amazing. That's my unicorn. That and chicken of the woods. Ryan's found chicken of the woods, so it's not as much of a unicorn. But we've been to spots where morels should have been abundant. Like the perfect environment for morels, and still have yet to find one. So I would love to find a morel hotspot. I would pay money for somebody to just tell me where their spot is and let me have it for just 1 year. Just 1 year that I could just go in and harvest all of the morels when they're in season. I would cry with happiness. I had a friend mail me some because they found so many. They were like, they're probably going to be damaged mailing them. And I was like, mail them to me anyway. Like, and I'll just eat them as soon as they get here. And I did. And they were good. I think we ate ramps growing up, but we don't really have them that prolific down here in Georgia like we did up in Massachusetts.
They're up in North Georgia. The guy I used to work with at the sheep farm, he had a sweet spot he used to
You
go
were
to.
right, Carla.
He used to go to with his father to harvest ramps, and he brought a bunch back to the farm, and I got 0 of them because he didn't know that I was interested. He gave them away to somebody else.
Well, we really enjoy foraging for the mushrooms. The activity of going out and looking is really fun. But it's really fun when you have a spot that you know produces a specific type and you can go back and find it again, like he was saying about the oysters. We have a few trees that we know always reproduce because the spawn is all through that tree now. So it's easy to go back and find them again the next season. Oh, I love lion's mane.
Trying to catch it when the flush is starting, so you can get them when it's a prime time.
Yeah.
Because it's a bad feeling when you go check it and you find it. Oh, yeah, they're here, and I'm late.
And they're buggy or dried up and nasty, rotting. Oh, that's like, oh, I was this close.
Go check out our old videos about the mushrooms.
We have several chanterelle mushroom hunting videos. I mean, it's amazing how many are on this property. Yes, yes, Sweet Pea. Sunshine is vegetarian, and they make a great meat substitute. It's really nice. That's about the only time I can get Ryan to eat a meatless meal is when I sub for mushrooms. Oh, you harvested your carrots. How were they? The rustic ranch garden? I'm so happy. I'm glad I could help you with that. Kilted Gardener, I'll help you out with foraging. You just send me pictures of mushrooms, and I'll help you through it. I'm not obviously going to be able to teach you, you know, without being one-on-one, side-by-side, but maybe in Virginia we can look around in October. If we have some spare time, we could go to some little wilderness area and look. We might be able to find some. October's a good time for mushrooms.
Buying morels for $40 a package from people who have their own land.
I would do it. I love it. I love them. Oh, they were delicious. Good. They're so sweet when you have those winter carrots. The ones that you plant in the fall and they go through the cold. Oh, they're so sweet. Yeah, I was thinking that campsite. I wanted to go search. Like, I kid you not, when Trish and Kathleen and I showed up at that campsite, all I could think was, oh, I bet you over there by that creek there are mushrooms everywhere. You know, what's his name? The guy who did the foraging, Daryl. He did the foraging walk for the conference. He found all kinds of hen of the woods while he was up there in Virginia. Tons. Like, on the side of the road, he'd pull over and find one. Oh, thank you, Rustic Ranch. All right. So, if anybody doesn't have any further questions, a couple of people hinted that they were headed over to VW Family Farms live stream. So go check out our friends over there. And I appreciate those of you that stuck with us till we were done. That's appreciated. Oh, Edel Hanley, I was just about signing off. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, so, any other questions?
Pizza time, that's right.
He's ready for that pizza. He's like at the edge of his chair. Literally at the edge of his chair. So we're gonna go eat our pizza and
Pizza Friday.
And just have a nice, restful evening. Just finished at the farmer's market. Oh, fun. Were you a vendor or were you shopping, Edel? Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bean dip sounds good, Chris.
Yeah, it does.
Go forth and eat pizza.
I will.
Oh, you sell the cheese. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, my goodness. I want your cheese. That's something I miss. When we have a lot of goat milk, we do a lot of cheese.
You know what I'm missing right now?
And yogurt. I miss the homemade yogurt.
All the mushroom talk has made me wish that I had a mushroom pizza.
Oh, we have mushrooms in the fridge. Some portobellos. You can slice those up and put them on your pizza. Oh, you already cooked your pizza,
It's already
didn't you?
cooked.
We love you guys. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. We appreciate it. We love you. And thank you so much to my moderators. Go check them out. I guess it was Green Gables Homestead and Little Creek. Anybody else? Did anybody else show up? No. Trisha didn't show up. Cindy didn't show up. Hey, I didn't show up for her live last night, so it's it is how it is. You get busy. We love you, and have a great evening and a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.
Good night. Thanks for watching.
You know the drill.
You know the drill.
We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.